In this video, I'm going to be talking about arithmetic sequences, but specifically in the word problem scenarios. So if you haven't watched the original video with how to work with arithmetic sequences, I would pause this one, go watch that before moving forward. So assuming you've seen the first video, we're just going to read this and then we will follow the same steps. You visit the Grand Canyon and drop a penny off the edge of the cliff. The distance the penny will fall is 16 feet for the first second, 48 feet for the next second, which is the second second, and 80 feet the third second, and so on. First, we have to write a formula to represent the sequence, and then we have to identify how far will the penny have traveled after 6 seconds. So here we're told a story. We are told that for each second that passes, more distance is covered. So just rereading it, it says, after the first second, the penny will fall 16 feet. After the second second, it will have fallen 48 feet. And then the third, it will have fallen 80. So we are now going to go to Listen Spreadsheet, label X, label Y, place our values 1, 2, 3. Here we have 80, 48, and 16. Control Doc 5. Label X, label Y. This makes a straight line, so our code is menu 461. And that gives us the equation y equals 32x plus negative 16, which is the same as minus 16. So now we have to identify how far will the penny have traveled after 6 seconds. So I'm going to go to graphs. I'll type in our equation that we found. I'll get my table. And after 6 seconds, the penny will have fallen. So after 6 seconds, the sixth term in the sequence, it will have fallen 176 feet. You might want to add the units of measure. That is our answer. Now we're going to do our next example. Always clear your calculator before moving forward. So, number 17. The total bank loan for Sarah's new car is $15,265. The bank automatically withdraws $295.80 each month to pay off the car. Write a formula to represent the sequence, and then we have to find what will her balance be after 2 years. So this is a monthly basis, and to understand this, I'm going to kind of play around with the values here. At 0 months, the loan is $15,265. After 1 month, they withdraw that much from the original loan. So I am going to subtract. I'm going to go to my normal calculator. And I'm going to ask, what is $15,265 minus $295 with 80 cents? Well, that is $14,969.20. So I'm going to write that down. Well then, what about after 2 months? Now I'm going to subtract $295 with 80 cents from this value. That is $14,673.4. And now to get the price after another month, I'm going to subtract $295 with 80 cents from the previous loan balance, which is 14377.6. Now, I could keep doing this. I could keep subtracting and subtracting and subtracting to find the loan after 2 years. But first, let's ask ourselves, how many months are in 2 years? Well, if there's 12 months in 1 year, then after 2 years have passed, that's 24 months. So we need to find that value. And I don't want to sit here and keep subtracting. So instead, I'm going to go to Listen Spreadsheet and start adding my values. Mm-hmm. 14673.4. 14377.6. Right, from here, the steps are the same as always. Control Doc 5, label X, label Y, menu 461, and I get this equation. I get Y equals negative 295.8x plus 15,265. Notice that we have a negative slope. That's because the money is becoming less and less and less and less and less. So now I need to get my table. To do that, I go to Graphs, type in my equation, get my table. It's okay if you don't see it. And I need to find out how much is left on that loan after 2 years, which is the same as 24 months. Well, after 24 months, there will be A24. There will be $8,165.80 remaining to be paid on that loan. So that is how we work with the word problems. This one might have been a little bit easier. The only reason this one's a little different is because thinking of it logically, we're not going to say the first term is 15,000 because that's after a payment had been made. So just be a little bit careful reading your problems, and you have to use logic for these problems. So make sure it makes sense to you. All right, that is the end of this video. There is another assignment that you are meant to work on your own that I will help you with that was given in class. If you're absent, please make sure you get that turned in.